Yes, honey. Hello. I'm so sorry. I'm fashionably late to my own live, 3 minutes. But I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect for my bays. It's been a minute, but I am transformed. I had a birthday, a big one. You know what I'm saying? A big birthday happened for me, and now I'm myself at this age. And I'm taking it in. I have two drinks. Neither one has a straw. If you know me, it hurts me. This is my YouTube. Welcome to it. Oh, Gardner's outside. Great. Can you hear that? Hope not. And then we're going to be talking today about 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, honey. And we have two episodes to cover. And I am so sorry, A, that I let you hanging for like 2 weeks, and B, that I'm late. But let me tell you, I'll make it up to you because I have pictures and there has been drama. And we can talk about it all. And we are going to, so get your butt in here and like this video if you haven't yet. God bless. Again, my name is Chris Farah, if you don't know. This is my YouTube where I talk about entertainment, pop culture subjects. Don't worry, I also haven't forgot about Love Off the Grid. Can you hear that? God, that Gardner's loud. Hmm. How interesting. So, Love Off the Grid, I have to come and give to you as well, my loves, and Love is Blind. I have a final little like recap for that. So even though when I said final recap, it wasn't like I did one recap, but I did watch it all. So I will be talking about that upcoming, but tonight. And by tonight, I mean today, wherever you are. It's Thursday for me, my God. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And or Mike's funeral. It should be just whatever like the last episode is, whatever it was called, should have just been called, like Dearly Beloved. We are gathered here today to like put Mike, and his like heart in the ground. It was really hard to watch. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of cringy moments on the show. That's what the show gives us. So, you know, now I'm gonna like just say hi to my bays. Hi, hey, you guys. I'm so happy to see you. Oh yes, Renee, is that your new dress? Oh my God, you guys. I'm happy that we actually like have a moment together where we know each other and we know what she's talking about because it is because. On one live, I tried to buy this stupid ass dress and I lost my mind. And it's here. It's the Hillstone nap dress. I love it. Listen, I love it. So this is the first time I bought one of these nap dresses. They come in different. I know this is white on white, so can you even see? Like probably not. I should probably fix my boobies. Let me look those up. So it is like a white, obviously lace, but the lace is not stiff. It's like very soft lace, and there's like a stretch to it. I'll be honest. Their sizing is very inclusive. I got a medium, and I could have absolutely gotten a small, like because the straps are a little big, and I could have gone smaller on the bodice. This is not at all tight for and there's a lot of give right, obviously around here. Now this is unlined, so I'm wearing whatever, like a slip, a to the body slip, because it's absolutely see through. You know what I'm saying? But it's very comfortable. You can absolutely sleep in it. I'm not saying it's like female lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Is this what men want to see? Like I don't know, but at the same time, it's like it's intoxicatingly romantic for me. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much. I'm so happy that listen, you know what it's like? It's just like it's a certain kind of lingerie or loungewear. Like, and it's a specific category. It's, like there's a time and a place for this. Like right now is definitely the time and place. I'm gonna go, but I could wear it out. Okay, I'm gonna talk. Listen, I will tell you guys when I start the thing, but I'm gonna wear it out. Okay, I might wear it out and see what it's like. And if my cousin Kristen's like, don't ever do that again, then I won't. Okay. I would love the boobies in that dress, honey. Okay. Here we go. You guys, it's just so interesting, by the way, to like not have any more like of a whole couple. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the Alina Caleb situation. Obviously, I don't want them, but at the same time, it's so interesting that we just like left them in the dust, honey. It's like they were never on the season. I thought about them and was like, was that this season? And the answer was yes. Yes, it was. Okay, so Kim and Usman. So, they wake up the next morning, like after that, and none of us are happy about it. And, but I mean, Kim is. And Usman looks, how do I say it? Like satisfied, like satisfied in a way. Like, I'm not saying it's right, but at the same time, like, what is the, like, P word put his ass to bed like NyQuil. He woke up like with a smile on his face. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna give Kim that, okay? I have so much, sorry, I keep going in between. She also just like, is like the, there's a lot of talk about American versus African lovemaking. Like when they go like on a little like spice trail, honey, and this very nice, like this very nice woman who like I definitely want a lot more information about, and like just listen to her talk. Like it's one of those like a supporting character that you're like, oh, you're someone who I could just like need a lot more footage of. But I really wish sometimes you could just micro pick footage of this series to see more of. Like, there's a lot more on that woman. By the way, I have to, again, 2 drinks. Neither drink has a straw. It makes me upset. So African versus American lovemaking, like what does that mean? What's this, and Kim says it's like the stroke. It is the motion in the ocean. Now, they don't do this, but I pick up on. It's a little bit funny because later on we'll have a Gino dance. And when we watch Gino dance, as a woman, my first thought is, oh, that man, I know that I would never go to bed with Gino. Obviously, like he is in every way. I would rather go to bed with Mike, and I hate saying that. Like, talking about people who disgust us, okay? And we can just, God bless, and I don't mean to be mean, but at the same time, it's just being honest, okay? And if God bless this gets out to him and he gets mad, I guess, because or whatever, but I'm just being, okay, come on, please. So anyway, my point of the story is watching Gino dance was indicative on how things go down for him in the bedroom. And it's quite a different situation, I think, that what might be happening for Usman. Kim is happy. She gets what she wants. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Wait, I have a lot of things to say. First of all, look at this beautiful super chat. Ciao, Bella. Love the dress. I see these types of dresses in the shops here in Sicily. Oh my God, Brenda. I'm gonna look this up for a second. Oh, I want to go to Sicily so bad. God bless. God bless what's happening in the world. I didn't start by saying support Ukraine. I'm so sorry. I just was in my head and wanted to start the recap of what's happening in the world. My God, I can't believe I'm just watching war unfold right now. And we're all just like privy, except unless you live in Russia, but I guess they got hacked to show what's happening on social media and, on the news, and the bombings of hospitals and of children and moms. I just can't even, God bless. I don't even know what to say. Like, this absolutely has to stop. I think that, I think that Putin has to be stopped. We can talk about more about that later. Anyway, but having said that, Brenda, thank you so much for this super chat. And I would love to go to Sicily, and I want to go back to Italy as well, and travel, like especially after COVID. And I'm so happy that that I get to at least talk to people in different parts of the world. How are you doing? I hope everything is good there with you. You're obviously closer to that conflict than I am, just sitting, in a nap dress on the west coast of America. So my heart is with everyone, but at the same time, I love you guys. And Brenda, thank you so much. Okay, so let me just say, having said that, I wanted to go back and whole time Gino versus Mike. What would everyone do? Yeah, no, I think that like which Mike? Oh, Mike of Mike and Jimena. I seriously doubt if Usman fills his ginormous shoes he has a build for himself. And Kimbali's hand is easily filled, judging by her desperation. Ooh. Do we have to pick just one? No, you have to pick. I would never dance with Gino. Yeah. I can't dance with Gino. I cannot dance. I can't follow them feet. I can't look at them. Do you understand? Okay, we have to keep on one subject. So, listen, she says that an African, it's a weird, she's like, not really, she's like, well, an African lovemaking, when she's using whatever word she wants to use, she's like, there's less foreplay, but he's a really good kisser. And I was like, what does that mean? He won't. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're saying? What I just did is a copycat of a Robin Williams bit I saw him do live once when it was, I remember being shocked by it because, like I grew up watching Robin Williams, like, be like Mrs. Doubtfire and stuff like that. And then when you saw him live, he's, he's a stand-up comic. So he can be a little like dirty. And I remember watching him, well, I guess do what I just did, which is like somewhat mime oral sex on a female, pretending that his eyes are coming up between two thighs. And I remember just being like, Mr. Robin Williams. Oh my, so Patch Adams, just being like, whatever. So don't call Gino to step on a bug. So she says that he flipped her around, and then later on she like bops him on the nose when they wake up the next morning. And it's so horrible. Why do they do that to us? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, then they go have these like crowns put on them at this spice garden with a beautiful, enchanting madam of the spice garden that oozes sex appeal. I mean, like, and feminine divine energy. You know what I'm saying? Just the kind of presence where you're like, well, we all could learn something. And, Kim and Usman are being playful, and they're definitely claiming each other in front of this woman. So she knows what's happening, and but she would be able to sense it anyway, because she has that aura to her. And just so you know, I think I've talked about this or not, but whatever. I have always been like somewhat obsessed with the Eastern Catholic and or Eastern Christian, so Orthodox or Melkite wedding ceremonial tradition of like a crowning ceremony that happens in those Byzantine rites. I love a crowning ceremony, which is basically like when you get married, like these gorgeous like gold crowns, honey, you just like process around the altar probably 3 times. Everything like happens like 3 times, God bless. And then they put these crowns on you, they crown you, and it's just incredibly magical. And I feel like there's something spiritually binding about that moment. I guess the rings too, but it's like rings on the finger forever, rings on the, head for that moment. And I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happens. They have this like crowning moments, and of course with like gold crowns, it's weaved in like not palms, but it kind of reminded me of like palm leaves. Maybe it was palms. So here is the conflict that is presented to us. And I mean, I'm breaking it down like that because I don't know exactly what's real. And I feel like at this point, I can't hang my hat on either one of these people. And I don't want to be like, this happened and this happened. It's more like, look at these clowns. Okay. So basically, and what's real and what's not. And I don't even know because everything is dumb. Okay. She has begged for him to be her boyfriend this entire time and for her to get the yammy. Okay. Like she's been hungry for a root vegetable. You know what I'm saying? God bless. So, at this garden when they're both wearing like crowning hats and she finally has what she wants or whatever, which she, I mean, at this point should be happy about. She's like bought and paid for it with like, many a gaming device and a computer. Okay. He's like, okay, now that you are my girlfriend and, like we blah, blah, blue, I want to be honest with you. Zara, who I like, is not just the name of the song that I love and I'm releasing. It's actually a store. No, just kidding. Ha ha ha. But also it's a store. And just happens to also be the name of this girl that I was dating before you. Kimbali is really upset by this. She's like, so when I said that I was like falling for you and um whatever, getting really close to you, you never mentioned that you were in a relationship, and that's like really messed up. Now, listen, whether that's messed up to you or me, yes, but it seems like, all right, but you also weren't in a relationship. He said that you weren't even really dating. You were just, what is this? I mean, like, what did you think was happening when he said that you weren't in a relationship and you were not his girlfriend? Did you think that he wasn't ever dating anyone? Did he say that he was not dating anyone? And also, how much of this can we believe anyway? So why are we even discussing it? Like truly breaking it down. But I have the time. So how much of Zara did he actually see? Because she lived in America. So like, were there multiple trips between them, or had he not even consummated anything with Zara because she also is American, doesn't live there? You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'm gonna go between a green juice and coffee, honey, like we're at brunch together. Um I have started to actually say blah bitty blah and blah bitty blue in my conversation. And what are you saying? That's so ridiculous. I mean, it's like, what was the Seinfeld thing? Yada yada, not yada yada yada. Or was that it? I don't know. Um, but he was flirting with Kimberly while being in love with Zara. Zara would have pissed. Do it you? I mean, it's like because she felt she was a homewrecker, she felt contributed to the breakup. Um, how come we all knew and Kim didn't? Okay, yeah, I guess she has the right to be upset for what makes her upset. I was just surprised at finally getting her way that she was upset at him for coming clean about something that happened before they were in a relationship. But they were talking, so she's saying, "Why didn't I know that at all?" And yeah, she really wants to like pull the plug on this, and I mean, she's done. So in love, really, come on, guys. This is all a high school feeling. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like what's real, what's not. So like, how much we're breaking this down is only annoying to us for like spending on energy and time on it. By the way, don't worry. I've gone to Disneyland recently and got like a Aristocats cafe latte cup where I have like my favorite flower stargazer coming out. So um they get upset, like they have like a fight over this. He comes back, he's gonna like give her back all of the toys because like he's not like that. And she's like, well, you keep it except for the laptop. I'll take that laptop. And I'm like, yeah, you'll take that laptop and also like give it to Wa. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be great? So also can I have that PlayStation? Anyway, only because I would love to play like Animal Crossing. Is that no, it's a Nintendo. I don't know about games, honey. This is why I need a man in my life. So on the other side is a little like that is fucking cute. That's cute. So I don't have to tell you about them. They're like, they've turned into like not my favorite couple to talk about, but Ben and Mahogany is a much better person to talk about. But should we just go into Gino and Jasmine because I feel like we talked about them? I don't want to tell you. She's just like, oh, one thing about Kim is that like she's just really upset because yeah, he wasn't loyal to her. And she gets really to her, she wanted see, it's interesting because we all knew that the loyalty thing was one-sided. But yeah, she didn't know. She expected that. But that's what he expected of her, you know? Um Kimbali is a groupie, yeah. So Gino and Jasmine. Um okay. So he goes to buy her a ring. He wants to buy her a ring, but he has to like lie to her to do that. You know what I'm saying? He has to be like, "What? I'm just gonna like walk around the resort." And I'm so surprised, like in the age of like air tags and Find My Phone, that like Jasmine hasn't just a total like lock on where he is at all times. So he goes to like buy her a ring. You know, God bless. And it's so interesting because his accent, his Michigan like flat A accent happens in a very like interesting way, like Jasmine, my Jasmine. You know, it just like it's like the Bears, Jasmine. You know, like if you want to play around with it. Um, he he has a hat that he has bought from Panama. Now it's a Panama hat, and he must be so happy that he met a woman that has lay, you know, like ownership of a country and style of hat. That for the rest of his life, when he's with Jasmine, he could be like, "Well, it's a Panama hat, Panama woman, Panama hat." That makes sense. Those hats are cute, you know, like it just so happens that like Gino requires one. It's not that I feel like just I listen, I like a bald man. I've always liked a bald man. I think bald men are like done well, it's hot, you know, but I think that what's happening with Gino is he's not he's not like not every other part of his head and face area is like quote unquote conventionally attractive, God bless. And so it adds something that he feels like takes away from what is already slim pickings. I'm trying to be nice. Do you hear this in my voice? I don't know what to tell you. Like I have been attracted to men like over my lifetime with like bald heads and receding hairlines. Oh, I love a receding hairline, honey. Oh my god, it does something to me. I don't know. I like it. Um but give me hair. You know, it's one of those things where it's like I think that I also give me hair, truly. Like I like it all. I think there's something sensory about heads and hair, you know, and I like every part of it. Like I like a smoothness and I like a little roughness, like a texture, and I love like running my hands through hair, you know. So just a fan of it. So anyway, Gino has the ability to wear a Panama hat, and he's happy about it. He won't stop it. He has to go visit Jasmine's mom, and Jasmine is very much like my mom rules my heart, honey, and I really need her to be okay with you. And on the ride there, it's a tension filled ride, and she's like also my mom is like soups Catholic or whatever. Like I feel like it's Catholic, but like can you when the prayer happens take off that hat? And he's like, I mean, he shakes his head no while she's asking the question in such like a psychotic way. I mean, he has such a visceral reaction to it that it almost I mean it's psychopathic. It makes me scared. I don't like it. I'm scared of a lot of things about Gino, you know, like I brought up the dance, you know, and I'm not even just saying the dance, the way that he moves and his obsession with hats and those shoes and toes out is What would you rather listen to? Watch. Okay. What would you rather experience? Okay. Gino's toes out and his dance in front of you, or Kimberly saying, yo. I forgot to mention this, but it was really hard to watch. When Kimberly and Usman had their fight, Kimberly started acting what I just assume is like some impression of Jamal, her son. She was like, "Why would you do this? Yo, why would you do this to me?" Like, I don't even tell you, like she is, I mean, I don't know. She's like turns into like a characterized version of like what I think is like maybe her watching her son react to her. It's very mask, kind of black. Like, or, like there's a shoulder thing and arm thing that happens that it was just interesting. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I have a tweet about this. Yeah, Gabby. Kim channeled Sarah from Love After Lockup. I mean, I don't even know. So whether you would rather cringe watching Gino dance with the shoes, or lack thereof, toes out, splayed, okay, or Kimberly, like I don't know, like both things were like it felt like watching both things like was punching my heart. So maybe I said at the top of this like we're all here for the funeral of like Mike's heart, but at the same time it was all of our hearts that really took a beating in this. Mm. So um okay, so he won't take off the hat and they get to the mom's house and she has a sister there. Yeah, I didn't know that she had a sister either. I thought we were gonna like wait, I have a question. So she can't have the kids on. I thought we were gonna meet the kids. She said the kids were with her mom. I'm sorry, am I wrong about that? Where are the kids? Is it the man? Is it the ex-husband won't let the kids happen on camera? I was confused by that. But Jasmine's mom, like, hi, has a sternness and a seriousness about her that, I mean, when confronted with the aura and energy of a Gino, it's like, I mean, it's an impasse that is filled with awkward silences that we just have to swallow. She isn't into it, but she knows that Jasmine has always been a wild child. She calls Jasmine her treasure, which is really, really nice. She shows Gino pictures of Jasmine when Jasmine was little. Jasmine, I was watching with Wong. I was like, "That's Jasmine," and it's like, yeah, like Jasmine, like got a nose job and a whole bunch of things. So like looking at these pictures of her when she was young, it's quite a transformation. There's like a lot of things happening that are new on on Jasmine. But God bless, God bless, God bless. She was really, really cute then. I think she's obviously hotter than she needs to be for, especially for Gino. Now, Gino is in every way, I mean, truly not for this world. Am I the only male perspective in here? No, T. Jones. Robert Davis. These are other male perspectives. Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm glad. I should be like, I'm glad they're not on the show. I think she said one of the boys is with her father. I thought she said, okay, you're right. But like, aren't one of the kids with them? The mom. Hi. So you do have some. So at the same time, like here we are, Jasmine's sister is super cute and she has, seen, I feel like there was something of what's her face from Ecuador, like um, Evelina, what do they call her? Evelyn. She has like an Evelyn vibe, like with her mom, where like her parents are just like, oh my God, if you had to see what we saw with her, oh my God, this person was just out every night, just like made me crazy. I have all the, if any gray hair I have is because of her, but she's my treasure. You know, what a lovely mom. She's like, do you want to move to a different country? And Jasmine's like, yes. America being it. Yes, is Sir Anthony here? I didn't see Sir Anthony. Um, so, like he then asks her mother for blessing to get married. And she kind of was just like, no, I obviously can't say that. I mean, no, I don't give you my blessing, but whatever you want to do, Jasmine. Like it's hardcore that energy. It's a certain amount of like having surrendered years ago to the whims of your oldest child, who did things over and over again that you wish didn't happen. So why would it stop now? Anyway, but at the same time, I still am like, you are too good for him, and he doesn't know what merengue is, and he's never gonna know merengue is. And my love, like, you deserve, Jasmine, you are so out of control, like bananas sometimes, and you have gold shoes. So I know you wanna, like, get, like, there's just something where I'm like, this can't be for you. This can't be your life. I love gold shoes. Like, come on, Jasmine, we want better for you, and you're crazy, like we know. I'm just saying, like, this can't be your life with this man with those toes. No, no. Okay, so let's move on. Memphis and Hamza. So basically what happens is she comes home, and she's been, like, upset over the, like, whether he wants to delay the wedding, but he decides, that no, he won't, because she's like, whatever. She decides to go dress. He decides, or wait. Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I messed up my thing. Okay, that's that. That's that. I have notes. Okay. Let me get rid of these because this is making me crazy. Okay. So my love's okay. So she's, she has told Hamza, I'm so sorry, about the fact that she ended up having a moment where while she was talking to Hamza, like, went and stayed with her ex baby. I think it's her ex-husband. I think it's her ex-husband. But it's like one of her child's kids, one of the child's husbands, and sorry, one of the child's fathers. And she stayed with him for 4 nights, but they never had sex. And she told Hamza this, and Hamza, like, is very upset. He's like, I can't believe this is, can't believe you didn't tell me, and blah 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 blue. And so when he gets home, there's a tension in the house, and his mom is like right there, so like she knows, and she's, God bless, has seen it all. She also, like, does not want them to get married. And so she, like, tries to talk to Hamza, and he's like, go, she, like, tries to talk to Memphis. And here's the thing, like, Hamza's mom just sits down in front of Memphis and is like, like, starts fully talking in Arabic. And Memphis is like, I don't know if Hamza's mom just thought that, like, her demeanor and cadence would help Memphis understand the Arabic that this woman is saying to her, but it did not. You know what I'm saying? Um, I love you guys. So it was just very, very interesting. But basically, it basically what happens is Hamza comes out, and then it's Hamza, the mom, and Memphis, and they're talking through the translator app or whatever, and Hamza's mom is trying to get Hamza to like ask the questions that Hamza A should ask, but also Hamza's mom wants to know like, why did you have to stay at his house, and why wasn't there anyone available else also for you to stay at? And then Memphis is like, I have a secret I don't want to say on camera. So she goes out of the room, disconnects her microphone, and Hamza goes there, and she for 20 minutes says something. Then they come out, and when they speak of it later, it seems like she didn't pass one of her nursing or bar nursing licenses tests, and that she went through a period of hardcore depression, and whether they're not saying something else, we don't know. And that something else could be whatever it is, because this person, as we know, has had a very traumatic childhood growing up. So we give like space to this person for like, God bless. So it seems like Hamza understands and is definitely less pissed or less upset than before. Didn't pass her board certification. Hamza says, which is very true, that he's afraid of her. And I think that she thinks that he's like, doesn't know how to say, like, I'm just afraid of your reactions, which is true, but also like he's afraid of her, I feel like. They end up having a translator come, honey. And this translator, I mean, is like, he must be like a Shakespearean actor. And then they booked him to translate, because this is like a hilarious scene where she's sitting on one side and Hamza's on the other. And when they talk, this translator like emotes from him like what he's like, he feels like he's like an Arab, but like Javier Bardem, like doing like stage work. He's like, but why is she doing it? Like I can't even, like, whatever accent is, it's really bad. So they are talking about basically their problems and the fact that, like, they have trust issues, and why did he stay with like the man and not a female friend? And she starts getting heated in the moment. He's like, why do you always yell when I'm just like asking a question? And then like she like hears that in some way, which is actually, I guess, good. And the translator's like so happy to be on television. I mean, that man is just like, I'm surprised I hope that man's like Instagram blows up to like, I hope 50 people follow him. So, look at it. I don't, when at the end of this situation, they feel good about each other, and they feel like that was what it took for them to like bridge certain gaps, and the gaps of the lie about his age, and whether they trust each other in the sense of her sleeping at her ex's house and whether he'll sign that paperwork. And yeah, my God, at the end of that, he's just like, I got a surprise for you. But before you go on this journey with me, make sure you wear the craziest pants ever. I mean, I want real crazy, like court jester pants on you. Whatever it takes, okay? And she's like, okay, I don't know where I'm going, but I will wear those pants. Don't worry, Hamza. Hamza's like, great. I'm going to take you to beautiful ruins. Really gorgeous ruins. I mean, just like maybe there's a better word for that. A gorgeous historical site of ancient value and significance, probably incredibly energetically deep, grounded, and powerful. When you're in those spaces, ruins feels like a weird word. So he makes her go, like walk up all these stairs, like what those pants just like, like rubbing together, like I can't even imagine, like what the sound was, I feel like it's probably like weird fabric and horizontal stripes and like black, orange. Um, maybe like a panel of beige in there or something like that. Uh, you all know this. I think that Memphis, her best quality is the fact that I think Memphis is hot. Memphis's body is bananas. Like I'm obsessed with her body. I mean, like her curves are like kicking. Like I love her titties. I love her booty. Like, and I'm not the only one. Hamza does too. She's like she looks good in these pants. That's how ugly the pants are. These pants shouldn't be on anyone. The only people that it should be on would be her, but it's not. It shouldn't be on her. She can do better. Anyone could. They're horrible pants. Um, I love your shirt. Is that the nap dress? Yes, honey, it is. Mm-hmm. 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 I love it. See, like I love a heavy boobie. So I think that Memphis is hot. I think that I just like her body. I think it's hot. So I just don't like those pants. It's truly horrible. So he's like, okay, he like makes her walk up all these stairs. He's like, okay, stay here, don't go anywhere. And like, I'm surprised that she does, because I feel like Memphis is like one of those people like in a movie where like if she was like being saved by a superhero and the superhero was like, okay, stay in this car. You know what I'm saying? That's always a part of the movie. Like, listen, I gotta go in there. Don't move. Memphis would be like, blink, blink, okay. And then the second that whatever person left, like she would just like immediately get out of the car. You know what I'm saying? Like she just like, I don't know. But she stays in the secret spot, and the secret spot, he comes back and he's just wearing an all white outfit. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, you just wanted to change? You wanted to change into this white outfit? Why couldn't you bring a beautiful white outfit for her? You should have been like, here's a bag, change into this beautiful white outfit. And thank God I brought it because I didn't know what was happening today for you. And you'll be happy. I'm going to change into this beautiful white outfit and we're going to meet back in these ruins to take some hot ass pictures. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's not exactly what happened, my loves. I thought I had a better picture, but I think it's somewhere else. So then he gets on one knee and is like, will you marry me? But whatever way he does it. And she takes a long pause and is like, do you trust me? And we're like, okay, Memphis, like, you like a problem. And he said that to her. You like a problem. You like problems. You like drama. You can't just, oh, this man took me to this beautiful place and he made me wear these pants, but he's wearing this white outfit and I've been wanting to get married. He'll set his head in the paper. Yes. She has to like, do you trust me? I mean, if I was him, I'd be like, oh, you know what? God bless it. No, you're right. No, I don't. Goodbye. I'm surprised Hamza's mom didn't like come out from like a rock, like, like, no, don't do it. No, God bless. So let's move on. I don't know what to tell you about this one. It's so sad. I have so much to say about Ben and Mahogany. I'm going to save them for last. I'm going to talk about Mike and Hamina. Don't worry, I have stuff. So Mike and Hamina, basically, this is where I got a little misstep. So she has really been like, I want fake breasts and a tummy tuck, and you aren't giving that to me. And he very much is like, I'm in love with you, and I came back to surprise you when you're acting weird and you really won't talk to me. And I think that something's afoul. And you know what? I don't value my own intuition. So instead of being like, why is this happening? I'm going to push through with making you go dress shopping for a wedding. Now, here's something I just read on Instagram and I saved it. And I feel like, I hope I can find it right now because I feel like it had a lot of value in this moment and for life. God, wait 1 second. You know, you literally are just like on Instagram and you're just like, oh, I like that. Please tell me I saved it. No. No. Okay, basically it said this. You cannot force someone or talk someone into staying with you by giving them more of the thing they don't already value. That hit me where I was like, oh, yeah, like he is obsessed with her, gives her everything that, like that he can of her. And he like is changing certain things and she's becoming less and less appreciative of him. And so what she decides to do is double down. And here's the thing. It does illuminate by forcing her hand. So what ends up happening is they go dress shopping and she tries on dresses, all of them horrible and ugly. And she's not really feeling any of them. She's upset that she even has to go because her mom and sister isn't there and he's making her go because he wants, like to be there to get to pay for it or whatever. And she's like so upset that he won't pay for her surgery, and it's so awkward in a very Kimberly kind of way when all of the desire and power for the relationship is on one side because the other side is so desperate and thirsty and hungry and awkward and cringy. So it's across the board what happens. Okay. So basically, she sits down and she's like, I'm not going to buy a dress or get married to you. Why won't you pay for the surgery? And he really, I feel like, would pay for the surgery if he already wasn't on TV having had conversations with multiple people in his life telling him not to give her money. He's now had his dad, his like grandfather. Now we're going to talk about them friends that come in a little bit that really like lay it to him. So yes, there is some outside drama. They met with her as a webcam girl and Mike was her client. That's very Anfisa George. I did hear this. Now this I don't know about. Nope, I don't know about that. So Mike isn't a nice guy. He made quite a job and he said he would pay for everything. He dug his own grave. There's a lot. So I don't know about some things. I know about other things. I do have the picture of Hamina's Instagram and I can like basically translate more of what it said because I read the thing. But let me tell you. So she is like, she comes back and to the house and it's like, they're in her bed, which the kids sleep with her and him. They've been sleeping all together. And she's like, we're bring the kids in. And she's like, okay, they're going to go to bed. And Mike's like, okay, but are we going to have any intimate? And she's like, okay, sorry. She's like, we're all going to sleep, but you're going to sleep in the other room. He's like, okay, I'm sleeping in the other room. She's like, yeah. And he's like, so the kids are sleeping in here with you? She's like, yes. She's like, well, we're going to have any intimacy time? She's like, no, I don't want to. Okay. So that makes Mike have to deal with this. He's like, why don't you want to have any intimacy with me? And she's like, I'm not in love with you. We watched that happen. We've been knowing that yeah, I mean, Hamina definitely loves like a very childish lounge set. She loves like a baby girl pajama set, and she does not like no te amo, Mike. All those times that he was like te amo, and she was like te amo. They would hug, and she'd be like, "Tu dinero." Truly. So it's really awkward. She lays into him why she doesn't like him. And basically, she's like, I wake up and you are just like, all day long, all day long, I look over and that's what I see. I don't like it. It doesn't do anything for me. Now, I love you paying for everything. But if you're not going to pay for the things I want, like the surgery, I mean, I can't see that. I can't see that for the rest of my life. Absolutely not. That's mean. But at the same time, it's real truthful. And it's one of those things where, yeah, listen, if you meet someone off the internet and become financially responsible for them and don't want to give them what they want, I mean, there's going to be trouble ahead. Especially if you are truly trying to be with someone that is out of your league. Now, there are lots of leagues, there are lots of levels. Mike and Gino, George of Georgian and Visa, they're just wanting so badly to be with like a quote unquote hot girl. And all those girls have gotten like the surgery of the plastic. You know what I'm saying? Like all those girls want to look like a certain way, like all those girls are like, whether they can make money doing it or not, quote unquote models. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be with someone who fancies their life making money as a model and you are not conventionally attractive, what do you think you're bringing to the equation? I mean, listen, if Mike needs this lesson to understand what it's going to be like to like date someone in a loving, healthy way, he's going to also have to be very more realistic about dating someone like that is a little chiller looking. Yeah. Maybe that way, if Mike, you can date someone who's not as like quote unquote beautiful, like why are you staring at Hamina all the time? Maybe you would be better in a relationship. Maybe you'd be more secure. Like if you could just date someone that was a little less attractive, that way you wouldn't have the need to be like all the goddamn time. And you could just like live your life. It'd be better all around. See? Hotness comes with a cost. Honey, don't I know it? Don't I know that? Yeah, George has cleaned up well, but I mean, he's still, yeah, I know. I'd rather have George stare at me than Gino. I'm like, yeah, especially now, yes. Um, am I doing a juice cleanse? No. I just listen, after my birthday weekend, I had a lot of fun. It feels good to have like a little just like green juice. I mean, I feel like any liquid is good. I'm a girl who loves an IV. That would make me really happy today. Just go get like an IV in my arm, just like a whole like bag of juice, of good blood juice, just like right in my vein, just like pumping through immediately, all that hydration. Oh, you feel like $1 billion afterward. Mm. Um, okay, so Lord. She's just basically like, you are weird, like, and no, take hero. Okay. And he goes back, honey, to the other kid's room and just like, it's so sad. Like, those Thomas and friends are the only friends he has here, honey. He calls his friend his friend that he talked to before who like has that wife, and the friend is like, you have to leave, honey. You get on a plane and the only light you'll be seeing is that you need to see is the door of the plane back to New York, honey. I mean, that man gives it to him. But does Mike do that? No. Instead, he's like, you know what I would love for you to get your wife on the phone and for us to all to sit down tomorrow and like have her translate, because for some reason I don't believe the translator app when she says no te amo. So, honey, that's exactly what does. We get a long scene where Nisi, I think her name is Nisi or something like that, has a conversation with Hamina in Spanish where we get the crux of the situation. And she basically tells Gino, like, oh, this person does not care about you at all. What's wrong? No, no. Listen, we've been telling you this, and everyone's been telling you this, and I just heard it from her, and she has absolutely no problem telling me. She is disgusted by you. Doesn't even want me sitting next to you. Literally, every time she looks at you, she throws up a little bit in her mouth. I mean, how do I, you know what I'm saying? That's I mean, it's like translatable. So, yeah, it's very, 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 very hard to watch. And Hamina really just lays it out there that like she will work. She only hasn't been working because like she could have had a job, but he told her to quit, and she tells that and to her friend, and everything that she's like not in love with him, blah bitty blue. So after this phone call, we're like, oh, okay, thank God. And then he is like, okay, well, I think that we need space and I'm gonna leave. And then she's like, are you breaking up with me? And then we're like, see, see. Like, we all heard and saw that. You were there. Yeah, she just, listen, Hamina always thought of this relationship as being incredibly transactional. She doesn't have to love you. You do this, she does that. That's why the now drama of us realizing or maybe thinking that that they meant cam modeling makes sense. So then what happens is a lot this whole season happened, and like, she had put up a picture of her like another dude, and like, she obviously doesn't feel the need to like keep any mystery around what happens. She put up this Instagram, and basically she says the father of my child is a good man, and you all think that Mike is a good person, but Mike is not a good person. Mike was very scary and tried to hit me when he didn't like things, and yeah, he was paying for things, but I could have paid for things. He told me to quit my job, and basically that's all the information. Later on, she puts up a picture of her hand with a wedding ring, and Mike likes that picture. I don't really know what to tell you. It's all really confusing. Other people have said things in the chat like, Joy, I don't read Spanish. I mean, this one is actually some of it. El padre de mi hijo no tiene nada de malo. You know, like, but I did get it, or someone else had gotten it translated. A YouTuber did the math and said she was disgusting because she had conjugal visits with her baby daddy to conceive that baby. I don't know. Oh, God. I can translate for y'all if you give me 10 minutes. I know, it's like, I did read it. Here. It is on the thing. I thought I took a picture of it. Oh, got it. Wait 1 second. I just have so many other things of to talk about. No, I'm gonna go back. Okay, I can't talk about this first. I have to like talk later about other things. But I don't know what I don't have to tell you about this one. It was just really, really hard to watch and really awkward and cringy. And he, I don't know if when men get into these transactional relationships, if we're really supposed to be so like, oh, you're such a victim, and I feel so bad for you. Like, I think up to this point, there's a way that you could feel bad for Mike, like he's being taken advantage of. But I think that there's also a certain wherewithal to men. I don't think that we can say that they're like not aware enough to understand that they are bypassing being with someone a little more level appropriate, and they are going for a cartoon or just caricaturized version of a quote unquote hot woman, and they're doing that to feel better about themselves without wanting to pay the price. There's a price. If Mike really wanted to be with Amina for the rest of Amina's life, first of all, I don't know if you have like enough money for that. And then also B, you would have to know that you're going to buy her things all the time. Men should be buying women things. I mean, this is in heterosexual cisgender relationships anyway. But I mean, that should be it anyway, because I mean, you should value a woman's like place in your life and take care of her. And if you're in a transactional relationship like this, like you got to be knowing you're buying things. And so, like, I mean, I don't know. I think that she is not like the kind of woman that I'd want to be for a variety of reasons. And but he's not seeing any of those reasons and picking purely based on his like sexual desire of her. And that's not smart. That's not emotionally intelligent. So listen, there are consequences to it all. Oh, Robert, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I really had such a great birthday. That's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. That's so sweet. Yes, honey. Okay, so I was just gonna say, like, I don't think this is the end of the road for them. I think that like the fact that she's like, "What? You're gonna break up with me?" He's gonna be like, "What? You still love me?" I mean, I think they're like possibly also baiting us, because why would he like a picture on her Instagram? Unless he was trolling. I don't know. He doesn't have enough money to keep her for the rest of her days, because once she gets that surgery, she's going to try and get like a more richer man. And the minute she does, she will just like leave him. She's so unattracted to him. I mean, she really said it. She really said how unattractive he was to her. And we get it. Okay, my loves. Ben and mahogany. What do you do with it? Oh, there it is. I'm looking for my notes. Okay, this is ruining my life. I'm putting this out here because let me put this away. Not that. Okay, my baby boos. Give me 1 second while I close my tabs and I can see the two things I really need. Okay. I wrote a lot. So, Ben, now listen, Ben wants to get, this starts, I'm putting two episodes together. So this starts with Ben, honey, putting self-tanner on that body because he knows he has to be a little tanner for it to look good. I mean, just so you know, I have this picture. So Ben feels that he has had a glow up. Look at Ben from back in the day with his ex-wife when he was a pastor. Ben started working out and he's like, oh, I became a zaddy. This is Ben then. God bless that woman. Okay. He's putting self tanner on, honey, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna like get mahogany, like make her mouth water by putting on a compression shirt. So like my bulging muscles come out of it. And we're like, oh, God bless it. God bless. So he does that. And then the producer's like, your shirt's inside out. And we're all like, why'd you say that? Let that man go with that shirt inside out. That's LOL. Also, don't you know, like the first rule of documentary filmmaking is don't disturb the subject like that? Jesus. Honey, let him do. I feel like I would have listened to that and fired whoever that field producer was in the moment. Be like, anyway, me. So, he's like, puts his like bag on his bed because it's his favorite thing to do, his hotel bed. He gets into a cab to go visit Mahogany. It's the smallest cab. I mean, if like the producers love Gino's toes, they also love Ben in small places. Shoving Ben in a tiny cab, putting Ben in the smallest bed, like Ben in the smallest bed. I don't know if I said Ben in the smallest bed, but Ben in the smallest bed, like they just love it. Like that cab can't contain Ben's ears, much less like any other part of him. Okay. He goes to visit her apartment and she won't even look at him when she's with him. And he goes around this apartment and he's like, this is where you live? You said you lived with your parents. She's like, oh no, this is it. This is my place. I love all my things here. Yeah, no, this is my thing. I always have a red, white, striped ribbon here. And boy, do I love this lipstick thing that smells just like perfume also is a lipstick. She just like, this is what obviously girly things. This apartment is an Airbnb, full on Airbnb with like a surfboard, like frames that have the original like pictures of the frames came with in them. Ben's like, listen, I'm a completely dumb man, but even I'm smelling something weird here, and so we're like, He's suspect by it. She's awkward as hell. And she's like, yeah, you got to meet my parents. And he's like, can I meet them? And she's like, oh no, I mean, oh fuck, why did I say that? I keep talking about them as if like they can use them against you, but no, like she brings her parents in, the parents are like weird and he's like awkward with them and the parents are like, oh, why are you with our young ass daughter? And he's like, Jesus, 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 we love each other, and age ain't nothing but a number, especially to Jesus and love. She's like, cool, age ain't nothing but a number. Yeah, our 22-year-old daughter. He's like, 22? I thought she was 24. It's the old Memphis Humza 2-year trick. I love that also, like 2 years for someone who's like younger than you is like Whoa, my God, that's so much younger. Like 22, 24. I love the idea of this man having used Jesus to get to this point, and there's just awkward lie after he swore up and down that this was the most godly relationship of his whole life. That was the most, he just over and over and over again was just like, nope, it's me and this 22, 24-year old. This is who God is shining our light on. And I would know because at one point I was Reverend and Mrs. Benjamin Rathbun, youth and music pastor, and wife Lisa. This wasn't it though. This was a fake Jesus relationship. Jesus was not in this one. He barely liked that relationship, honey. That Jesus was like, yes, I'll bless you with 4 kids, but like I don't. You don't have my full trust here. You don't have my full backing, my Jesus backing in this relationship. But this 22-year-old one that you have to like just go out, travel 4,000 miles for. Oh, honey, thumbs up. I'm Jesus and thumbs. If you agree with me, thumbs up this video, honey, just like Jesus in Ben's mind thumbed up that relationship. It's God's plan for Ben to look like a dumbass on global television. Oh my God. Thank you for this super chat. Yes, 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 yes. You guys, thank you so much for my very generous super chats. That's so nice. I appreciate that. I can't even. So basically, her parents, Jose and Sylvia, give him all the questions like, why can you possibly love our daughter after 3 mesas? And he leaves this inquiry super awkwardly, because he's now realized that she lied about his age and she just like looked at him blankly. So he just took his backpack, honey, and left that. He's like, okay, I'll see you later. Taps her on the head. So we catch up with him, honey, and he is swimming laps in the hotel pool that is a basically jacuzzi. So he's just like, oh, God bless. It was so awkward. Okay, so there's B-roll of what looks like a very yummy funnel cake. He talks to his friend. Now, honey, I don't know how long he's been doing the laps in that jacuzzi, honey, but he has a Google eye burn. No. He has a goggle burn. God bless. Hi. Oh, I love that. So on the phone with his friend, he's like, tell him about their friend. And he's like, yeah, that's when things are starting to get weird, like, and we're all like, okay, well, it's been weird the entire time, just so you know, like, you are so unaware. And he tells his friend, like, look, like, she lied about where she's like staying. It's definitely an Airbnb. And instead of like getting on a plane like Mike should immediately and leave, he's like, but I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna like now go out with her friends. Just take 3 of her friends, honey. And this is where we get, real good shots of Mahogany's. I don't know what this is. It's a haircut. It's a haircut. Okay. The friends get there and he's like, well, hi guys. And they're all so young. And he's like, are you guys hungry? And the girl's like, yeah, daddy. Uncle. Yes, like whatever. And I don't know why, like that made me think they're going to lunch, but they don't go to lunch. He buys them all ice cream. And they're talking. He's like, what one thing should I know about, Mahogany? And they're like, well, can we ask a question? Who are you? We don't know you. She never talks about you. Okay. Well, she was like, this friend is coming. And he gets really upset and asks Mahogany, like, do you think of me as your boyfriend or what? And she's like, well, we never talked about it. So friend. But again, it feels like This girl is a mountain of mysteries. I don't understand who she is. I feel like this is like she could be like, to me, like a Tindler Swindler or like a Anna DeVry or whatever that person is, because I can't tell what language she speaks. She reacts to English like she understands English. Her accent is super interesting. She has different hair all the time. In this moment, I don't think a rational person would leave with that kind of hair. Like, I don't understand what that haircut is. She literally took a wig and then just blunt chopped it. I mean, like, that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in the entirety of my life, that hair. I and I am someone who in the pandemic took nail clippers to my hair. I can't even mm. There's something that happens where I'm like, I can't take that person seriously. I don't know that person. I mean, I just don't think that other person is like someone that I can take anything they're saying rationally. That seems like a bobbly head bloobity blobs that just like is roaming the streets, honey. I mean, just like God bless in it. And I feel bad, you know? Everything is so weird with her. I mean, the way that she acts, talks. The only thing real about her is her parents. They seem real. I mean, Ben just feels so awkward the whole time. It's the worst. So at this point, we're like, okay, Ben, will you leave? But no, then what he decides to do is like drive with her. And it's just it feels as silent as like having been picked up by your dad where you shouldn't have been after maybe like getting in a car wreck and then driving home with him. I don't want to put like she's not the first person to use filters like Darcy and Stacy and everything, and we're living in a culture that I really tells women that like you're not enough, and especially with you could look so much better with a certain kind of filter. To me, in this picture, she looks like Amanda Bynes mixed with like Hannah Montana. Not Miley Cyrus, but Amanda Bynes mixed with Hannah Montana. You know what I'm saying? They go again to a place called Wakachina, which I thought was interesting. At this place, she starts to grill him about certain things, like his past relationships. And he is like, oh, yeah, I know I had that wife or whatever, but she was such a problem. And God bless, God didn't like that relationship. And she's like, have you ever dated anyone else that's young? And in their 20s, he's like, yeah, but, she just couldn't accept my children. And then Mahogany's like, so you always just blame the women in your life? Is that a thing? Ben had started to feel good because in the car ride, they started talking about Jesus, and he loves talking about Jesus. So in this conversation, to have Mahogany like press him about the fact that he will blame every woman in his life is very telling and actually great. Um, uh, he tries to change the subject, but we heard it and we know what's happening. I was really, really excited about that. I had put up Oh, are those I had put up tweets that I had thought wait 1 second, give me a second. Tell me if you have anything more to say about them right now. Oh, these are it. Great. And then I have some tweets I brought up just that I liked from the past 2 episodes just for us to LOL at. Mike, as soon as Hamina opens her eyes. Oh, God, yeah. The selfie you take to let your real man know that your pendejo is sleeping in the other room and you're with the kids. The producer cares more about Mike than Hamina does. Producer, Mike, are you okay? Appreciation post for all the disappointed parents this season. Oh my God, let's go through. I forgot. Okay, wait one second. I don't know who that person is. I forgot. Who's that person? But obviously, middle person is Spella, of Spella and Johnny. That's Mike's dad. Johnny's mom. Obviously, Hamza. Hamina's dad. Jasmine's mom. Mahogany's parents. So, okay. Is that Mahogany's face mixed with her dad's face? Are those really her parents? Wait. By the way, to do what I'm doing right now, which is know where I'm pointing, is the opposite of where I would think I'd be pointing. This is the same thing as like rubbing your head and like touching your tummy at the same time. I can't believe I got good at it. Okay. I love you guys. All right, my loves. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's what we have for that whole episodes. For those whole episodes. I just I can't wait to see how the tell-alls go. Like this was a great season. And Spella and Johnny, like I just don't care about. I really don't. So I those people could have left a long time ago. And obviously I definitely don't care about Alina and Caleb. Like how unnecessary. Gino and Jasmine and Mike and Hamina. And Benjamin and Mahogany. Listen, I think the Benjamin and Mahogany thing, we'll see more of their stuff is coming out too, of what's real and what's not, and we'll get more of that, but they're at least being edited in such a way that it is interesting. So, I will watch Love is Blind. Sorry. I will do a live for Love is Blind. I know I have to do that. And I'm going to do Love Off the Grid as well. So I have those coming your way. I'm back and I'm I have some plans coming up, but truly, my birthday happened and I planned a weekend for me and my closest college friends for 3 days. And so there was a lot of preparation for that. Well, and I had a lot of fun. I really love Off the Grid. Yeah, I really want to get Lindsay and to come on if possible. So that'd be great. You guys are excited for Love Off the Grid. Okay, so Thursday night, I need to do it today. I have dinner plans later, and I have plans tomorrow too. So I think that I'm going to try and get what I can done today. And then, oh God, I would love to do 2 more lives, but I also might get something done Saturday. So what are you guys more excited for? Love Off the Grid or for me to do a Love is Blind live? Which one is more important to you? I really need to know that information. I would love you to tell me now, but I really need you to tell me when this video is uploaded because it's easier for me to see comments that way. So, Chris, can you do a twirl in your dress before you close out? Of course, of course. Okay, people are saying different things. Grid, 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 blind, grid. Okay, we were all saying grid except for, oh, Gabby, I'll still do it for you. Okay, I'll do grid. I still have to watch the 2 episodes. Jesus. Thank God, 2 episodes of Love Off the Grid, like 1 episode of sorry, I gotta like fix my little gonna be fiance. My hair looks crazy. I wish I had a different color right now. Like, can you really see? The lighting is whatever. Oh, honey. Oh, you know, just like living her best life in her little nap dress. And literally, can you believe this is a size medium? I really should have gone a size small. It has like so much give. Like, oh, and I actually like, it is interesting how, okay, so one part of my body is that this part of me is always too short in things I buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever this, like, I don't know, I'm short shouldered. I mean, who knows? You know, like, I don't, it's like always, like, I always have to get straps tightened like that. Does anyone else have that problem? Yeah, I'm short shouldered. There's, yeah, always like, I want my, yeah, you know. I love you guys. Anyway. No, do blind. Listen, I'll do both. Okay. I'll do both. Listen, it's just that I have to watch Love Off the Grid still. Okay, my loves. That's it for today. For this 90-Day Fiancé live. I love you guys very much. And thank you so much for all my super chats. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. I really, like, have been grateful this whole week because I really have been surrounded by like loving people in my life. It's my birthday, you know what I'm saying? So that part has been great. And I also always feel that when I'm with you guys. So, my life is pretty awesome. I'm really thankful for everything. So I don't know how I got so lucky, but here I am enjoying my life in my Hill House white lace snap dress with all my friends. And I'll go live later. We'll talk about more dumb TV, okay? Okay, I'll do a heads up. I'll put it in Vanity Fair. Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. The L is for lazy. And I'll do a deep breath. And also, I have a private Facebook group, Vanity Fair, where I usually post before I go live. So you're welcome to join that too. So let's have a good rest of our lives. This live is ending, but our lives will continue. I'm excited that you spent any time and energy at all with me. Like, what a gift. So let's do it together. Let's take a deep breath in. One more. It feels so good. We used to do that part in acting class. You would end a deep breath with a hum-a-ma. So it would sound like You know, honey, I have a really deep voice. Okay. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you later, okay? I know I'm just like standing giving you titty shots. That's for you, Hamzas.